Hello, group. Welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. The very best of Eric Burdon and War. Not the best, that came prior. This is the very best. Just in time for Christmas. What this is, remastered everything. This is a new remaster. How much better it sounds, I can't tell you. Sounds fine to me. What it is gives you more songs. If you got the best of Eric Burdon and War, we only get so many songs. Here you get 20 songs, 107 minutes, 1 hour and 47 minutes, if you prefer, of various Eric Burdon and War songs. Now, you can look it up and they'll talk about the 2 records that Eric Burdon did with War. There are 3 records, actually. So, Love Is All Around is the 3rd record that came years later, where they cobbled up, some stuff laying around and gave you in the mid-70s, a new Eric Burdon War record. So these 20 tracks come from the first 2 records, the 3rd record, and I can't find where the king comes from. And Google is no help, apparently, unless I skimmed through it and I didn't see it before my eyes. Train Thing, which is basically Mystery Train, the old Elvis hit. That was a TV appearance. So they got stuff from all over the place here, which is cool. And some of you are asking, I don't know. You're presuming, Mr. May, that I know who Eric Burdon or War is. Eric Burdon was the lead singer of the Animals in the British invasion era in the 1960s. You get the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Dave Clark 5. The Animals was part, in America, of the British invasion of bands coming into America and having hits. And the Animals had, House of the Rising Sun and so on. So when the Animals broke up in the late 60s, bass player went on to become the manager for Jimi Hendrix. He did okay for himself. Jimmy and the manager, Jazz Chandler. So the Animals break up, and Eric did something radical for a British guy in the late 60s, because not everyone did this. He moved to California, and he hooked up with a black funk band, War. They hadn't recorded anything yet. So with Eric becoming their singer, they're able to get a record contract. They released 2 records. Spill the Wine was the big hit from the debut record. Spill the Wine is great. And you heard it. It's on classic rock radio, of course it is. Here, you get the original Spill the Wine And then towards the end of the record, you get unedited Spill the Wine. The original Spill the Wine was over 6 minutes long. Too long to be a single. So you get the single version, and you get the unedited version that goes over 6 minutes. I like that. I saved the unedited Spill the Wine. I also saved a song from the second record, Pretty Colors, nice jam. And I also saved, You Little Touch of Sleaze. Bareback Ride. It's also from the second record. A little bit of sleaze. Bareback, in the same way we mean bareback in 2025. So, thank you, honey. You get 20 tracks. They're all cool. I find them all really killer tracks. Yeah, it's not hard rock like we usually do here. Is it funk? Yeah, War is a funk band, so it's funk rock, psychedelic funk, psychedelic rock, psychedelia. They also claim you a bit of blues. I guess so. And which is, for 1969, funk rock, all you had for funk rock was Funkadelic and War. Funk rock. So, it was a pretty cutting edge. Of course, having a British guy leave his iconic British invasion band and join with a bunch of, a black funk band. A little bit interracial, but basically a black funk band. And front them, be their singer. That freaked some people out. But Spill the Wine was a big hit. And then, after Eric Burdon left, the band, of course, continued. So, warning, do not buy this expecting lowrider. No lowrider. Eric Burdon did not sing lowrider. We love lowrider, but it's not here. I kind of like Why Can't We Be Friends? I can take her or leave it. Not here either. No Eric Burdon. It's not here. I think there's a couple songs where Eric is not singing it. Fine by me. But keep in mind, this collection is Eric Burdon and War. So you're looking for any songs that didn't have Eric Burdon on it after he left. Like Lowrider. Ooh, such a cool song. Or Why Can't We Be Friends? Not here. So don't feel chipped. Richard, your buddy, warned you. No Lowrider. No Why Can't We Be Friends? That's War. This is Eric Burdon and War. Got it? Good. Remastered. And it sounds good. Nice collection of various tunes from various things. I guess the unedited Spill the Wine was a single in the 90s or some such. And Train Thing was from a TV show. I don't know where the King came from. I scanned the 3 records. I didn't see anything called the King. And Eric Burdon wasn't singing on it. At least it doesn't sound like Eric. So, what the heck? I'm good with it. So, you got someone on your Christmas list. Just in time for Christmas. They don't have this. They can have the best of Eric Burdon WAR, but this is different. It has more. It's remastered. And they will well appreciate it as long as they don't have it yet. Okay? So, really nice. And, got some songs, some cover songs nothing else the cover songs will draw you in. A Day in the Life from the Beatles. And Paint Black by the Rolling Stones, where I wear my Stone shirt. You get Paint Black twice as well. You get the studio version that came from the second record, and then there's a live version from 1969, live at the Whiskey A Go Go. Also very nice. That ends the collection, and that came from the third record that people forget at times. Love Is All Around. And that's pretty cool too. So that's what I got for the very best of Eric Burdon and WAR. Don't confuse it with the best. That's the old collection. This is new, expanded, and remastered. And here on YouTube, you can check it out yourself. Remember, you gotta ask for the very best of Eric Burdon WAR. So I think they use the same cover. You're gonna have to be careful. That word is very important. The word very. We're talking about the very best of Eric Burdon and WAR. The very best, not the best. Different collection. Came out when we were middle-aged or young or before we were born. Whatever your age is. Okay? This is brand spanking new, expanded. The very best of Eric Burdon and WAR. You'll like it. It's here on YouTube. Check it out. You like this video? Bless your heart. Give me a like. Let people know there's this nice, the very best of Eric Burdon and WAR out there to be purchased. So give us a like. And them a like. And subscribe to Action Rock Corner. Ring the notification bell. And leave a comment. Go listen. And come back. You like the cover, the two covers of Paint Black? Like the cover of A Day in the Life? You like the extra 2 minutes? Put on to Spill the Rhine? I did. I've saved it. And come back. And tell us what you think. And bareback ride. Many of us like bareback ride. Are we talking about the song now? Be good. It's Christmas. Santa's still checking. Don't be naughty. For the very best. For the new stuff in action rock, garage rock, punk, psychobilly, rockabilly, and classic and legacy bands. There's been, broken up for longer than you've been alive. Eric Burdon's still with us. Bless your heart, Eric Burdon. You're still with us. And much of the band WAR is still with us. So, good. And remember, fresh music is as important as fresh food. Never heard, I mean, you know, yeah, Spill the Rhine's great, but there's another bunch of stuff, and they're all nice, consistent. Doesn't get weird. Good soul funk music, largely with Eric Burdon doing the singing. Well, I swear 2 songs are not by Eric, but I like them fine. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.